First of all, it's Friday. So I think we can all agree that getting paid is an awesome, awesome day in anybody's life. I think we all look forward to that every 2-week paycheck. But if you work in certain industries, you get paid every week. This video is going to be a little update about barber school, how everything's going. I know you guys have been watching the videos that I've been posting from the cuts I do at home. And then if you follow me on Instagram, you also got the little videos and clips and pictures of the stuff that I'm doing at school. I have a really, really positive review about the school I'm going to. I'm not going to name the name. If you go on my Instagram, you're going to know where you're going to see the location of where I'm at and stuff. I'm not going to shout it out just because, well, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't want to I don't want to put that out there. But it's good. I'm having a really good time. The first couple weeks they kind of suck because of the anticipation of getting my clipper kit and cutting and stuff. I mean, even before we were doing long haircuts, using the scissors and stuff. But since getting my clippers, it's been pretty much hitting the ground running. I feel like with having this setup at home and we're going to school every single day, I have just unlimited content that I can create and post and everything, and I love that. Honestly, I create content for myself, not necessarily for other people. When I'm editing, I keep that in mind, and I want it to be interesting and everything. But I thoroughly enjoy creating the content, which is really awesome. One of the biggest things that I've noticed, and I think this goes for any type of subcontracting type job, or any trade job, or really any job, it's like I've noticed that, man, I want to say 10% of this craft is knowing what you're doing. I mean, yes, you need to know what you're doing. Of course, you need to cut good hair. There's people that have had 20-year careers in this industry that don't know how to cut hair, and they've been successful. But to really put it over the edge, I noticed that other 90% is definitely marketing yourself and putting yourself out there. And nowadays with social media, that's obviously a huge portion of it. And I love it because a lot of, if you're new to the channel or if you're new to watching this, you don't even know what my past was. So I used to be in the music industry. That's what I wanted to do. That was like my very first passion in life. That's something that I pursued for 9-10 years, and really put everything that I had into it and learning about it and everything. And that actually set me up for this career. Through that process of music, I learned social media, I learned web design, I learned logo design, music production, all that type of stuff. So now I can actually bring all that stuff into one place, and now I can create logos for myself. I can even create logos for other people if they wanted it, so hit me up. I can create videos, I can edit them. I know what angles are good. I know, generally speaking, I know what people are looking for when they're looking at stuff on YouTube, because I watch so many YouTube videos. I learn from other people. So it's so cool how it's like a full circle where 8 years ago, I didn't realize that I was going to be using this stuff. I was really just using it in the moment because I had to, because if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to create a logo or any of that, you don't learn, you're going to end up paying a lot of money. And most of your money, which is not much, especially when you're starting out in the music industry, unless your parents are loaded, every dollar counts, because it's like, okay, do I spend $300 on this logo, or do I pay $300 to this kid that's fresh out of college that's going to shoot me a music video? And it's really, they both go hand in hand, but it's like, which one is more important at that point? So it's really cool how that's come together, and I'm really enjoying the whole process of it all. Not to mention, when I'm cutting hair at home, I feel a lot more comfortable, and I'm in my comfort zone. I'm in my own house, and so far I've just been, cutting my friends' haircuts, my friends' hair. So they know that I'm learning, and they specifically want to help me out. So they know if something's not perfect, or if I mess up a little bit, they anticipate that could be a possibility. When you're cutting in the clinic at school, it's a little bit different because you don't know who's walking through the door. When I talk to my friends, a lot of them are just getting high fades or scissor over comb, that type of stuff. Well, in the clinic, people are don't necessarily always come in for a haircut. Sometimes they just come in for like a beard trim, or just a quick edge up. Sometimes people come in and they typically have a bald head, but maybe they just need to get it, need it balded out again. So there's a little bit of anxiety that goes along with the haircuts that I do at school, which I love it. I mean, I learned I taught myself that, like beforehand, if I was nervous about something, I would steer clear of it. If it made me anxious, I would steer clear of it. I've learned to just throw myself into those situations, and I love it, because once you jump in, the nerves go down. You kind of get in this zone, and you start to realize, man, I got this. Like, and if I have a question, my teacher's right there, which is really cool. It's just like, overall, it's a great experience. I almost wish that college, like regular college, was more like that. Not saying I still would have chosen to go down that route, but I think for other people that do choose that route, it could make it a little bit more interesting than just burying your face in a book. I mean, now that we got our clippers and we're spending like 90% of the time in the clinic, it is so hard for me to pick up a book and do this stuff, but it's so important. Not all the chapters are necessarily relevant, but it's just going through the process. Luckily, the chapter we're in right now is super relevant. It's all about the different types of haircuts, different techniques for thinning, texturizing, making the hair look more bulky, all that type of stuff. So that's really cool. It is interesting. Overall, though, just a really solid experience. I'm really loving this whole thing, and I'm really anxious to just keep cutting hair. It's almost like therapeutic. Think of anything for you personally that would be like therapeutic. Maybe you like coloring, drawing, anything that you can sit down and do, or stand up, whatever you do. Just think of anything that's a hobby for you, that you do, that when you do it, you just become in this zone and you just forget about everything that's around you. You forget about all your problems that day, waking up on the wrong side of the bed, not having enough money. Think about that stuff and just imagine all that going away. That's exactly what this career so far has done for me. And I know it's super early on, and things can always change. I'm totally open to that. But thus far, it has been a very therapeutic thing for me. It's like a stress reliever. So every person that comes through that door that I can cut their hair and I can learn more is just like another notch in the belt. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So all positive vibes. If you're thinking about getting into barbering, I would totally recommend it. If you're half in and half out, maybe there's some things you don't like about it. Maybe go to a barbershop and just ask questions. Talk to other barbers and everything. Next time you go get a haircut, talk to them about it. It's overall, it's just been a really good vibe. And even in the clinic at school, I'm able to have good conversations with customers while learning. And the good conversations and the atmosphere is really what I'm looking for with barbering, aside from really mastering this craft and be able to post good pictures and really just send people out of the clinic and onto their day feeling good about themselves. So that's my little spiel for the day. I appreciate you guys watching and listening and everything. I'm going to be posting some more videos of haircuts and some other things coming up. I did upgrade some equipment. I have a DSLR camera that I have not been using, just because if you're not familiar with it, DSLR cameras, there's a way that there's adapters and programs and stuff that you need in order to shoot lengthy videos. But I got that stuff now, so my videos are going to be better quality. They're not going to be pixelated. So once again, just trying to improve that content, and I appreciate you guys watching. So if you like what I'm posting and everything, feel free to leave comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. That does mean a lot to me. I'm really trying to build this channel up, and eventually really do more talks like this, so you guys can get a little bit of insight into the barber world. So once again, I appreciate it. You guys have a good Friday. Don't spend all that paycheck, but spend a little bit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out.